When I was pastor in New Mexico, they told me this true incident. It actually happened 30 miles away from the little county seat town where I was pastor many years ago. Lived a rancher and his wife, a 2.5-year-old boy. And their nearest neighbor was some 16, 17 miles away out in the plains of New Mexico in the plain country. One morning the father had to be away from home all day. He told his wife goodbye and arranged things. He could take every step that day, and then he took his little 2.5-year-old boy up in his arms and said, "Now, Jimmy, don't go to the old well while Daddy's gone." There too before he'd noticed there's an old well hadn't been used for years and had it covered, but he happened to notice the boards were rotting, and he'd just been busy and he's going to get to it, but he hadn't got to it, and he had to go away. And he said, "Johnny, Jimmy, don't go by the old well while Daddy's gone. The boards are getting rotten, and they might not hold you." Well, he left, and of course, after a while, the mother got busy, and little Johnny disappeared. And little Johnny did whatever little Jimmy did, whatever little Jimmy will do. One thing be dead certain, he'll break his neck. He'll do it or die. You be sure and tell him not to do something, and he'll do it or die. And first thing you know, the mother missed him, and she called and searched, and directly here she went. And sure enough, little Jimmy would want to find out if Daddy told the truth, and he'd gone to the old well and make sure. He jumped up and down on those old rotten planks, and sure enough, his daddy told the truth, and the little boy fell in the old well. And he fell with his arms pinioned like this, and the well hadn't been used in many years. And he went down several feet with his arms pinioned to him, and then the well was small enough that kept him. There he was, just lost there. And he's so far down that his mother couldn't get to him. And she found him, and he was crying. She was by herself, and she couldn't get to him. She went to the corral and got a lad rope, tried to wiggle it around, but the little boy's arms were pinioned to his side. He couldn't have fastened it around, and she couldn't get the rope around him. There's no way to reach him. No way to reach him. She went to call the central in the county seat and told of her predicament. Central got in touch with the sheriff, and the sheriff got some men, and they piled some shovels and picks in the car, and yeah, they went as fast as they could, 30 miles to where the tragedy was. Finally, they got there, and the sheriff sort of acted as the foreman to look the situation over, and there wasn't a way on earth they could get to the little boy from upstairs. There he was. And the sheriff said, "We'll have to dig and get under him." And they went over here, and they dug frantically. Finally, they got down even, and then they began to dig that way, and one of the old bugs off a plank had fallen on the little boy's head. And once in a while, they could get him and say, "Mama, old bug on my head. Old bug on my head." There he was, helpless, precious, helpless, precious, helpless. And the folks upstairs couldn't get to him. Here they dug, and here they dug. Finally, they reached in and got the little boy by the legs and pulled him. Placed him in the sheriff's arms. And he gave the little boy into the arms of his mother, but he was dead. The weight of his little body when he'd fallen down in the well dislodged that old loose dirt or something. And as they worked, they could actually feel the earth closing in. And that little boy's body was crushed. It wasn't cause precious. It wasn't cause they didn't try to get to him. They got to him too late. The only way God's got, listen to me, according to the Bible, the only way God's got to reach a man savingly is to call him. calling. Meanwhile, men are in the prison house of sin. And sin crashes and crashes and closes in. God can't reach you by calling you. He can't reach you. And if He quits calling, you go. You go.